career. And we have got a very prominent person with us today. His name is Dr. Shyamkant Shrigiriwar, and he is the director of P.I.T. Vivekanand Institute of Technology. Let's hear it from him. And before that, I would like to tell you that there are 8 students undergoing Ph.D. program under his guidance, and he is directing the company of a lot of people towards growing in the field of research. Not only that, but he is also a guide for 4 universities. Let's hear it from him. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Fine, sir.
Excellent. I really want to ask, what is research?
Research is the analytical things which is to be produced in new way. What the problems you have, to learn of the problem, give the solutions. That is research.
All right. And we have heard that a lot of students are undergoing the program under your guidance. So how much difficult or easy do you feel to train these people to go for the PhD program?
Yes, there is a little bit problems where the person coming directly from education institute, sorry, directly coming for any particular degree and joining for the research. They don't have any practical experience. They get a little bit problem. What problems are they getting? Because they cannot explain the things what they want. Real what the problem they have, they don't know. They, under the circumstances, it is very difficult for me to explain them how to proceed. The particular person who has a little bit experience, particularly from industries, they can explain and they know the problems. And under the circumstances, and very easy to explain them in proper way.
Okay. And what is the procedure that one needs to understand if they want to apply for a PhD?
Because just first thing is that we appeal for the examination. Nowadays, university compulsory. We appeal for the examination, get through the examination. According to the merit list, they selected for the product PhD work. And under the guidance of any particular person, you have to choose under you want to study. On that line, you have to proceed for the PhD.
All right. And while guiding all the people, as I talked about the challenges and difficulties, what conventional or innovative approaches do you think you take in order to meet these challenges?
Because what happens, the particular student going for any analytic process, under the circumstances, what happens, when they are going for any particular research work, they are not getting the proper data. Okay, and the data, how to confirm the data is one of the biggest problem. Second thing is that when they apply in industries, they are not cooperating. Every industry is not aware. Most of the industries not giving the proper data. Under the service, in the final stage, they are very difficult to prove what they are doing.
All right. How far do you think that the government authorities are supporting research in our country?
Because the government and the university giving the scholarships also, assistance also very good assistance. But that is a limitations are there. And particular PhD work is not so easy. At least you have to work for 3 years, and that is a little bit long time. And most of the students, particular between the period of 1 to 3 years, they snag their PhD work. And those who are really interested in continue PhD work, and that can possibility. And government also giving the guidelines also how to proceed, how to take the advantage of the scholarship, and how to make the PhD and utility of the PhD to particular section. They are already clear.
All right. And is there any bifurcation or slabbing of caste or religion for opting this PhD program?
Not at all. Government also reservation seats also there, because open seats are also there, reservation seats are there. Apparently, sometimes what happens, the particular seats are reserved for particular student, they are not getting. Under that circumstance, seats are vacant. Okay, that at least government should think on that line. Instead of keeping the seats vacant, that should be given to the others.
Okay. And what do you think about the current state of research in students of engineering?
Engineering students are very less, because I don't know why the people are not coming forward. Yes, in India, the research is very, as compared to the Western countries, our state is very small. And the students is not interested at all. Nowadays, what happened, the particularly according for the academic, and they wanted to go for the promotion. They are interested to take it for the not a career, they get for the promotions only. And the engineering research is analytical research, and that is real research that can be utilized for the improve the economy as well as the industry's performance and the productivity also. But that is very less.
All right. And the research which we see in services or products, like what do you believe? What is your inclination? Is your research oriented more on products, creating products, new innovative products, or services?
Services, because what the research that we are doing scientific way, so many years also required. Initially, they may be failed. They may be failed. And after the failure, whatever the solutions are there, they're going to try the futures and get the final product. Alright, in an analytical way, just we have to come to get to collect the data and analysis it and produce a final result. That is the difference.
Let's talk something about thesis. Can you please tell us what a thesis is?
Thesis is a consolidated information. What can be what you are starting from A collecting data, problems, analytic problems, thesis, hypothesis, methodology, and other work, analysis, and find out the solution. These are the thesis, and you have to consolidate thesis in a proper way. These are the systems that are given by the university how to proceed and collect the information and produce the final product as a thesis.
Alright. So in data we have that you are a guide for 4 universities, which is a very compelling passion of yours, which we see. And the first university is Pune University. So the second one is Nagpur University. The third one is D.Y. Patil, and the fourth one is TMP University. What do you think are the differences in the students of these 4 universities, and how do you feel this bridge can be crossed out and this gap can be fulfilled?
I don't think any particular gap is there or some comparative study is there. The students are related to the same. Yes, I find that particularly interest those are institute of universities are giving preference to the particular students who is coming from the industries because they have no background, they have experience also, and they are they can proceed easily as compared to others because the students who are in the academic and he wanted to proceed for the Ph.D. work, for the promotions work. But these are the people, those who are coming from the industry, they actually think that they want to utilize their experience to improve their productivity, services, or cost of the product. And that is useful for the industry as well as the society also.
Okay. So one doubt which comes to my mind is, what is the age limit for pursuing a PhD?
There is no age limit in there. You can at any age you can do it. And I find that most of the students, experienced people more than crossing 50 and 60 also, they are with me. Just ask the question, why you want it? But no, this is my passion. I wanted to do something new. And the experience I will do that way. And they are giving a very, very good result.
So as far as your answers are concerned, you want to say that apart from the ability which you want to utilize in order to pursue PhD, you feel passion is the most important drive. Is it?
Yes, right. Because without passion you can't do anything. Because you want to do something else as a career. As a career, it's one of the part. But as a passion is another part. Passion is being just by heart you are doing, and that is giving you more reason.
All right. So do you have any real-time examples of people coming up with very early age, very passionate, and they are pursuing PhD under your guidance, or have you seen some people?
Yes, most of the students just now completed their master degree and appearing for the final year research work. But I find that they are very smart. Nowadays, this generation is very smart. They have knowledge also. But research is just a little bit coming through the experience only. And when you have a little bit experience, you can analyze the problem very well. And under the circumstances, these are very lacking. And that's why I'm requesting the particular student who are just now completed the master degrees and coming for the PhD work. At least they should work for 2 to 3 years.
All right. So 2 to 3 years is the maximum time for waiting for you to appear for PhD course after your master's degree is what is recommended by sir. And what I would like to ask is, now how to choose is the biggest question. For example, a student comes to you and he says, I really want to pursue the PhD, but I really don't know what subject to take. So how would you guide?
Yes, under the circumstances, definitely I guide it. Just ask the question, which is the strongest area, which is a knowing area to you, or you are very much interested in particular area. Then I analyze the thing. Then I come to know that yes, even the student, these are the areas. For example, a person coming from the automobile engineering, just definitely working in the production section or maybe in the material section. Then ask the question where are working, what's the problems you are getting over there, what the problem with the industry over there. Then accordingly, then I think that yes, he is a person who is comfortable on that line. Then I ask the questions, some of the few questions. Then I get the idea from him, or get the knowledge from him. Yes, he is a person who is entitled or is suitable particular topic or particular comes out very freshers are there, they are not confident. Which is the area? Just under the circumstances, I explained them, I asked them, I suggested them, after studying something, even though they confused, under the circumstances, it is difficult for me to give the guidance. But question is that when the person is interested, the ask him that go through the particular research papers, particular industries, to discuss with the problem with the industries, and discuss the problem with the institutes also. And if he comfortable, I think he is comfortable with a particular proceed for the particular topic, then I suggest.
All right. So the tool over here is to ask the right questions, right? Do you mean to say that you have to ask the right questions to the people in order to understand what their functional capability is?
Yes, right.
Fair enough. So putting out quality questions is one of the ways in which you can understand what is your area in which you are strong enough so that you can pursue your PhD career in that area. Okay? All right. So during the course of someone who is interested in PhD and he enrolls and he starts doing the work, how is the ground reality of PhD, doing PhD in India? Yeah. What I want to ask is, when a person enrolls for the PhD with the dream of his thought that this is what my output is going to look like, and this is the state at which I will be. I'll be more knowledgeable. I'll be having this. I'll be having a lot of experience using which I can make my dreams come true. So when he actually jumps into this well of doing research, how do you think are the ground realities? Like he has to meet a lot of people, then he has to submit a lot of applications, then he has to do work which is a procedure, all right? He has to abide by some rules and regulations. He has to follow certain standards, all right? So how far is this possible for a person who is coming from a master's degree? And what are the ground realities or facts which you want to share with us that are difficulties or challenges?
Yeah, because when any person comes to me directly for the PhD, just ask the question. Some of the questions definitely give the idea that really is particularly suitable for the PhD or not. First thing. Second thing is what the information we have collected, under which circumstances he has collected, from which the area he is collected, what which sources he has collected. I got through this particular area, particular collection, and after the conclusion that yes, the particular topic have particular student have particular knowledge, and he has capability to collect the information from the particular sections also. If suppose that some correction is required, that is the role of the guide. Whenever the particular person is selected for the PhD work, under the very guide, the responsibility of the guide is that how to proceed, which is the area, collection of the information, system of the information, analysis of the information, everything have to, every stage the guide have to check. And accordingly they make the corrections also. And suppose that something is wrong, if the guide is not corrected, it is creating the problem in the final stage. Under the responsibility of the guide to make sure that with what the proceeding going on, the student is taking the knowledge to particular area, it should be on the track, proper way and proper system.
All right. So what we understand is it's a parallel duty. It's a parallel duty of people who have enrolled for the course, as well as it's a parallel duty of those guides who have enrolled for themselves, giving service to these people who want to absolutely go ahead and pursue this career. So what is very important is aligning of interest is one. Second is to have a complete overview and understanding of what the people want and how they want to achieve it is very difficult, and it's very interestingly challenging for the guides. Especially when sir speaks, what we understand is the guide has to be constantly focused on the subject and he has to keep on correcting the students. Yes, absolutely. So as far as we know, you have been in the industry and in the education field for quite a long time. So how do you want to share this kind of experience which you have quite a big journey?
Yes, because I was working with the State Transport Corporation as a chief engineer research and development also. I have developed so many things. Under the circumstances, I find that there are so many problems also, because it is not so easy. Once you proceeding for any PhD work or any work, there are other things also there. When you come to know that these things have to be changed out, you have to make the not only individually, you have to require the support also from the subordinate staff, colleagues also, sometimes from the senior people. Just you have to meet them, you have to take the guidance from them. You just watch the particular problem in a proper way and understand the things. Why it is so? When you come to the why, then naturally your questions can come to the yes easily. If you are not understand the problem properly, then it is very difficult for you to proceed. Second thing is that theoretical process is so easy because you have correct information. When you go for practical work and everything, and second thing you always keep in mind that is whenever you are selecting a particular topic, that topic may be selected by the others also. That should not be duplicated. Absolutely, that is true. That is, you have to make alternatives also. So one, two, three of topics with you, and just come to the conclusion that yes, my topic is confirmed, that the topic is nobody has taken. Then you proceed. Third thing is that you have to make a schedule. The particular for the topic, how much time you require. Now, accordingly, you act it. You find that there should be adjustment. No. There is possibility that some of the topic what you had decided particular period. There is possibility sometimes it's required less time also, sometimes very more also. But your target should be your PhD should be completed within a span of 2 years to 3 years. Not more. Maximum to 4 years also, doesn't matter. But that should not be gone beyond also. Because some of the what is the collective of the information you have made it, that may be changed out sometimes. They will be utilized. That and under that circumstances, the way you work for PhD work, then another thing is that if when you are suggesting something, that should be practical. That should be easily to do it. Otherwise, what will some of the student, particular student, suggestions are very no doubt, but that is not possible. Then don't make it. This recommendation or suggestion should be in such a way that should be easily to understand others and can be followed by others easily.
That's right. So what you want to say is recommendation is one part of the entire theory. The second one which people want to know is that how far is it realistic, the recommendations. So if all the recommendations which you feel, the suggestions which you want to make to others' mind and your mind, if you feel that's realistic enough, you can go ahead. The second thing which we understand is scheduling is absolutely important. So you must schedule all the activities and events in line with what you want to go ahead with. And the third thing which I understand is creating a list of values of all the subjects and all the titles in such a way that if you feel someone else has taken the option, you can go ahead with the second one. And filtering of all these information is absolutely important at the prior stage itself. Alright. So when we talk about research, when you want to talk about research to people who are under the age of 10, mostly you might be having kids around in your family. So someone asks you that, okay, who are you? And you introduce yourself to a very young child, and we want to cultivate this culture of having research orientation in every kid's heart and brain. So when the challenge of meeting these people who are young and very absolutely talented, how do you tell them what research is?
Just to the particular student under the age, because everybody has talent, no doubt. How to extract the talent is one of the important factors for every parents. When you come to know that your child is doing something well, that is you should encourage them. You encourage them in such a way in the future, whenever they is capable to do for the PhD work or any research work, that definitely that can be utilized. We find that nowadays, for particular kids, childs are so smart, very good dancers, very good musicians also. At age we can believe even some are software developments also. Yes. That in my age, I was not thinking also that way. Now this is happening over there, but there is a limitations are there. We cannot ask for the particular 5 year to 10 year student go for the PhD. Not that matter. Yes, but it is something is make innovative. At least you can produce in particular field and just publish. That is not a problem. Publishment is not a problem. You can do it also. But as a PhD degree, that you should have particular age. And under that age, you should be go for the PhD. As a kids, suppose any particular student, particular kids having that knowledge or particular interest, you have to take them. Definitely. So preparing for the PhD is very important, and for that, parents can counsel their kids in that direction in which they want their kids to pursue the PhD. For example, if someone wants to do a PhD, and the parents absolutely they know that my kid is going to make it sometime very huge, and I want my kid to be the smartest or the brightest. So they may want to encourage them. So encouragement is one of the factors which Sir says it's very important in parenting. All right. How do you feel? How people think and feel when they hear the terminology of a PhD or a doctorate degree?
what comes into their mind? What do you feel? What is the kind of psychology people have towards those people who have reached this destination?
Yes, this is one of the biggest thing is satisfaction is the name. We have started with the doctor.
Doctor, yes,
Then
absolutely.
the doctor is our respected personality in the society.
Absolutely.
And just we are not a human doctorate. We don't have human doctorate, but we are doctorate with the name. It gives proud to feel. Second is the highest degree. That is the highest degree. When we are achieving higher degrees, it just means think that we have done something, not for the you, but society also. Yes, for research may work. Research is not only for you, but in research for the society also. And then once you do it for the society, that satisfaction never be calculated.
Absolutely. Wonderful to hear that. And how, the way in which we see the difficult the journey is, the more fruitful it becomes and the more satisfactory it becomes. So, I want to ask you a very important question, which is how do you think you place yourself without the doctor degree today? If you were not having the degree, what were you be?
Yes, this is the biggest advantage because they have doctorate. Just now I am doctor director. Otherwise I am not doctor. The second thing is somebody when a student is come to me as I am doctor and guiding him, that is more satisfaction to me because I am sharing my experience with him. What I cannot do that I can ask him to do.
Wonderful. So something which you cannot do. For example, any parent may be watching this show right now. Those parents would have had their dreams and they couldn't fulfill it. So they can use their knowledge. As I said, sharing experience is one of the most wonderful feelings. And you can make things happen even if you cannot do it. Using the kids, using your friends, using your colleagues, by sharing knowledge and by enlightening the society. As we understand, research and PhD is not only for the self, it's for social development also. So how far do you think you have contributed to the society using your research work and PhD?
Yes, because there is possibility that one thing is that definitely said it because I was working with the state transport corporation. Then there are so many problems with the state transport buses. The development is 2x2 bus is my research work. And I proudly said that because the bus is not giving me any satisfaction with the satisfaction of the passengers also. That is so comfortable bus. Everybody when it just are traveling on that bus, they are satisfied, and that satisfaction gives me a lot of things.
Amazing. So creating comfort and creating satisfaction for people is being one of the passion. And we want to listen more about your bus initiative which you have launched.
Because what happened, MSRTC was in loss. There are so many suggestions from the parent. Nearly 50 years the MSRTC started their transport business, but they have not changed the models. Conventional techniques they have not used because what passenger want comfortable, safety is important factor, and another thing is cost. Cost. There are three things should be calculated, but cost cannot be calculated by me. But comfort and safety can be calculated by me. Then I have decided why should not we go for any model? Such a model should be everything should be included in that particular that model. I discussed with the passengers, I discussed with the mechanics, I discussed with my friends also those who are traveling with the MSRTC buses. They just give a suggestion. Nearly 62 suggestions were received from the all end. Every 62 suggestion cannot be possible for me, but I have included all 32 with the help of the students of the MBA students and master degree students. I have given that particular problem with the as a product, as a project. They have given me every suggestions I have calculated, make a study over there and introducing the particular bus, and that bus is now having that satisfaction, not only satisfaction, but they have given me good service, that giving good services to the passengers as well as they giving the profit to the MSRTC.
Nice. And the name which I hear is very nice. It stands for Parivartan. Right?
Yes.
Parivartan means transformation. And how did you get to this name, Parivartan?
Because we want to change something. When I change, but this suggestion is given by my worker. Oh, why should I be given the name of the Parivartan 2x2?
Okay.
Because it was a 3x2 buses. To sit under there, 3 seaters, no 3 passengers cannot be to sit comfortably. Correct. But they are immediately that idea we are followed and 2x2. Okay. Naturally the space is increased. Yes. Everybody can sit comfortably. And secondly, we have made a Parivartan after a long time.
Yes. Change after a long time.
Then we made a change over there. And appreciated by the passengers.
Before you get the appreciation, tell me the hurdles which you faced in order to make this happen.
Because what happened, nobody, every particular employees just accustomed with just working daily routine work. They don't want to make a change because they're comfortable to that for years together. They are working over there. They are the masters. They don't want to change. First thing. Second thing is when you are going for any change, at least what made by you, it should be accepted by the customers.
Absolutely.
So that is one of the biggest problem.
Correct.
But sometimes what if you have some, there is no alternative. You have to take a risk,
Yes.
and that risk you sometimes possibility, and that possibility or that positive result you may be given in the future, give encouragement or maybe a possibility that that encouragement may be give best result, and that is it.
So wonderful, wonderful talk. What sir says is to take a risk, a calculated risk, and to find out possibilities in it. Once you find out the fine possibilities, it's to work so much hard that it becomes acceptable in the society. Absolutely. So with your initiative which was launched and then many people were served in that way, how do you feel the change has reflected back in change in your personality?
Because first thing is that when you are somebody appreciating you, that is you boost up your confidence. Second thing is that when just I am just leaving the MSRTC and joining academic, then I know that what the problem with the industry and what the problem with the student particularly. I can join it and fill the gap also. And that experience I always wanted to share with the student particularly, not only for the student, the industry's people also. Because what happened, this what initial problem they are meeting the workers or unions or everything, I can definitely tell them that these are the things everybody happens. You have just patience, you listening power, and just you know try to take up the help from them. You initiate them, you encourage them, definitely come with the solution. And that thing I did it. That's why union and the other workers and the staff have given me so many support that I was so easy to make it up.
Amazing. As we hear, without inclusion, without involvement of people, we really cannot change.
Yes.
And if you want to change the society, we have to be inclusive. Inclusive of people, inclusive of processes, inclusive of procedures. We have to connect the dots. And what we understand is, to make a change happen, you have to be more acceptable, you have to be realistic, you have to be scheduled, and you have to be always on track, keeping on correcting yourself. It's okay if you do mistakes, but then take advice, take guidance of great people, and then that guidance will help you to improvise on your mistakes and keep moving ahead. In the system, you would find many people who would not allow the change. But it's for us to understand where the problem lies and from where we need to do the research and submit another proposal and get it through. And as we have heard about, passion is one of the fuels which will always keep you on the drive. It will keep you moving, and research will be on the fly once you put the right amount of energy with the right people along with you to support your goal. So, what do you feel as research grows? How it will have a lasting impact in the next 50 years?
Now, I think so. This is the my advice is to a particular student, those who are really, they should come forward and proceed for the PhD work. Whatever they if they increase the number of PhD students, definitely it will give the help to the society. It can be helpful to solve the solution of the your problems of the society also. And this is the biggest challenge nowadays. Don't go for the particular PhD work only for the your career, but you also think on that for the what I can do in society. And this is today's need. There are so many problems in the society. Student or a particular area we requiring particular research work, they should be taken by the initiative and proceed for the PhD work.
Excellent. And looking at the future of our culture, looking at the future of our tradition, do you think that research will change the way we have been functioning since years?
Yes, at all. That's why we are like it. We have not confirmed with the PhDs because these are the problems. How we come to know that how to solve the problems? Somebody has to study. That's why. If suppose that we want to reduce the rate, to reduce the cost, how it is possible? When somebody has to study, somebody has come to the solution. So solution may be accepted or it may not be. Suppose some solution may be wrong, somebody may make correct, and that is the research, and that is research required by the and every university and the government also trying to improve the standard, but the education standard. If they improve the standard, that is mean by research. by way of research. And once the research is improved, actually facilities are improved, the more students will come forward and take the initiative.
All right. So if you look at, so I was talking about research and results. I would like to tell you that in one of the chapters which we have written behind the meaning and significance of our logo, which is this, I would like to tell you that A stands for analytics, I stands for identification, and R stands for research. So I would like to tell you that research is absolutely important. We have been believing in the culture of research, doing research, and as you said, that research is a process. It leads to an outcome which is a result. And this transformed research creates results. So the process in which we do our research is a big theory and a practical of undergoing change, constant transformation. But that would lead to something which is static, and that is something which can be taken as an advantage by the self and social also. And that are starts from research and it ends to results. So when you want to do research, we request you to be focused on results. What do you want to do? For example, if you want to increase the efficiency, be behind that. If you want to increase the stability, be behind that. You want to focus on the results, and in that results, you want to again reverse engineer so that you would understand what research is important to get you there. Isn't it, sir?
Excellent.
Thank you, sir. And when you focus on one result, you want to make something happen. Do you feel sometimes students get off track?
Yes, sometimes what happened, suppose this, what they wanted to collect the information. Sometimes what happened, the student they are not getting the proper answer of the what is expected. And then he is confused. Then he tries another way also. And that time the track is they are leaving the track. That not to make correction. Because suppose that if satisfaction is a flavor, suppose that somebody asks a question, yes, I am satisfied. Somebody will say, no, I am not satisfied. Under the subject is very difficult. Which is the area he is satisfied or which is the area he is not satisfied. That calculation should have to take place. If you understand the particular time, particular level, then it is easy for you to make the results.
Good. So it's always important to be on the track and to be always calculating your methods using which you are trying to derive the results. And it is very, very important for you to take consultation and advice of all those people who have actually done the things which you have already done. In order for you to avoid those things which will fail, it's always important that you prevent before you have a problem. Sir, as you have involved in a lot of projects and in a lot of engagements facilitating research and development in the country, how do you feel or what do you feel, who are the people who are inspiring you in this area?
First thing is the inspiration is there to where you get the problem and nobody is giving any solution. The understand that you basically you wanted to do something.
Self-motivation.
Self-motivation. And then when the self-motivation, then definitely you will try something. Under the somebody support you, definitely you will go proceed. Definitely. But that is the biggest problem because the students are suppose the universities having state numbers and 80 students have passed in the examination. Remaining what to do? The student can't do anything. Same thing happens. They have motivation. They want to do it. No limitations are there. That's why I'm asking you, when the student, any student getting through and eligible for the doctorate work or PhD work, everybody should get the opportunity. That should be done.
All right. So the biggest inspiration is going to be self-motivation as we hear, and that is because in this fast-running life, you may not get the support which you demand, and sometimes you would often have to request it. And at the difficult times where you do not get the support, the ignition which starts from within, which is self-motivation, will start your journey. Up till that time when sir says that someone will see your work and come to help you. Definitely. So people have the appreciation nature and they would often come to you and ask what you're doing and they would try to help you. Unless until you start, people won't support you. And people have to have some evidence behind your work, that is your responsibility, and you have to start. For that, self-motivation is the prime drive, which we understand. Now, sir, as we keep on talking about research, I would like to ask you about your organization. All right, let's turn to your organization. How you have tried to implement what you think in your organization, which is VIT, Vivekanand Institute of Technology.
Because Vivekanand Institute of Technology having two areas. First is architecture college there and management college.
Architecture and management.
The particular, I'm the head of the market management institute, then the computer courses, management courses also, some technical courses also. My interest is that the students come to me, just having given the practical experience also. It is not possible all the time because it just my completion of the degree and ask for the local job. But under the circumstances, what the practical experience can be possible, they are attached to the particular industries or particular institutes. Now ask him to take the experience. Third thing is not only I am giving the degree, I am asking for the degree, but I know the particular student were lagging. English language, personality development, or the special language is currently in course. They are giving additional certification to the particular student. Why? Because the particular student has completed degree, at least they don't have any experience, but at least that certification of basic knowledge, the recording by the industries or institutes. But when they approaching to the any or going for the interviews, definitely they are confident that at least the particular student have that additional knowledge, additional value knowledge they have. That definite. Third thing is that not only connecting with the institute or a student, but any industrial person. Because I also trying a business. I failed in the particular business. Okay, what made I made a mistake? Then I want to make correction this because I carried out one survey with MIDC. Okay, I come to know that nearly 48% industry were sick within a span of 1 to 3 years. So, what the single reason for that? Just like just another thing I come to know that there is single man show. Oh, only one person is handling all the activities. That is failed. That's why I'm asking you. That definitely you are the expert, maybe in one way, but another expert area is recording for you. Business is not so easy. When you produce a product, definitely it can be produced in the market also. But how to sell it? This is important factor. Marketing and say change. That changes everywhere in the market. Due to the competition change is going to place every moment. You have to catch that moment. Yes. And how to make it out? That I want to do it because I failed it. That somebody should not fail. That is my
Great appreciation to the respect which I owe to you because you have this heart and soul to prevent people's problems even before they jump into it. The one thing that I would like to ask you is right now when you work with all your students who are pursuing the opportunity of getting the PhD, how do you feel every day when you wake up? What one thought comes to your mind when you go to serve these people?
yes. Whenever suppose that the student has just meet me in that particular last day or last night, then what I just suggested, what discussion, just I always keep it. Yes, I did it. I just that suggestion is okay or not. Sometimes I feel that that suggestion was not from my end also. I have to make correction myself also. First thing is that. And second, suppose I give some ideas in particular mind. Ask next day immediately. You come down to me. Just I want to discuss with you. I'm just trying to explain them. What yesterday I told you. No, this it will be changed by this way also. Why? Because I don't want to confuse the particular student. There is possibility that I am hoping there is possibility that some mistake from my end also. That is possible. Then I want to make my correction also. And sometimes also correction to student also. Not only student, particularly for any person, personal life. Suppose he wanted some guidelines. I don't know. I'm not claiming that I'm an expert person. That's what experience I get. Then I'm trying to help him to sort it out the solution.
Amazing. One great quality which I look after is the ability to and willingness to accept mistakes. And moreover it, the ability to convey that you are mistaken and you are trying to correct it is one of the greatest abilities which I see in you. And I truly believe that this has altogether taken you from the stage at which you have dreamt to right now to the stage at which you are on the top and you are having a bird's eye view at people and you are in the position to correct yourself, not only but yourself, but the society. Where that is one ability which is very important, the willingness to change at every moment in time, but not only that, but the willingness to correct yourself and tell people that you were mistaken and to follow up on them and correct them also. Wonderful, sir. Can you tell us more about your staff in your organization?
Now start and the limitations are there because our institute now just now shifted from one end to another area, particularly that 3 years, 4 years. Then why just I motivate to my staff also. Same thing why I did it. Don't accept everything. Suppose you made a mistake in a basic principle. Don't try. When you make a mistake, you should have to accept it correctly. Second thing is try to do what you have best. Try to do the best what you have. And second thing is whenever the student comes to you, first you listen to them.
Okay.
What they have problems. And if suppose that he is not in position to sort it out the solution, ask him to discuss with me, ask him to meet me. Definitely, my intention is that if he should be go with satisfaction. First thing. Second is you always keep in mind we are working for our institute. Our institute should be grown up, not going to institute grown up just naturally students of the world. That is connectivity on there. Once you thinking for that, no, I am working for my institute. I have my responsibility that my students, particular students, should be encouraged. I should be giving the top position or give the maximum facility to them. And if this is possible, then good. Then I think so. There is no problem.
So motivating the staff is also one of the functions which one has to constantly keep on doing. Not only that, but meeting realistic challenges of infrastructure and of resources is also there. So when you look at research, it's not only one man's dream, but it becomes a collaborative culture to connect to each other and to solve the problem collectively. That's all. All right. So how do you feel this inclusion of people helps in making your goal possible?
Yes, because that's what I'm doing. What today I am, due to the help of the particular the support from the outside people, it may be from the students also sometimes. They are giving a lot of support to me. Then my staff, the present staff also, previous staff, my friends also. I am so lucky person. I mean, lucky person. Whenever just I getting any problem, then I discuss with them, I come with the solution. I think so. This possibility may not be the others, but I am so satisfied. And I always feel proud, and I am giving thanks to particular students as well as staff and the friend circle. They are supporting me.
Great. What I feel, the reason why you are lucky is because you worked hard behind it. And the second thing is that you have really discussed things with people. You were not shy. You were not shameful. Whenever you were doing the right things, you were out. You were asking. You were discussing. And this is the reason why I feel you started getting lucky. And I agree to the fact that once we start getting to the spiritual level of understanding where we thank God for everything, I also feel that God has given us the gift of having great qualities in us. The quality of asking questions, the quality of discussing out with people, the quality of appreciating other people's problems, and the quality of we taking that position and trying to solve it. I really feel that it is your great heart that you always take interest in people's responsibilities, their roles, their dreams, and be at that position and try to understand. What I have heard from you is, you said rightly, that first you have to listen to the problem and give your best at it. This is one of the qualities which I really appreciate. And I think your organization has a great potential because it has you. Alright. So tell us about VIT as an organization which tries to pump passion towards research in people. What does it do?
Management have given free liberty when whatever you want to take a decision. Because there is possibility that they may be confident with me. And second thing is that opportunity when you are approaching to the student of a particular area, the student is come to me. Some of the people don't have given the problems, they come to me. I have discussed with them and give the solution. Because when we are giving the free hand, definitely you can do freely. And once you get working freely, naturally, definitely you get the results. That is the things.
Great. So having an open culture is something which you want to say. Be open and be free to do things.
Yes, like without somebody working under pressure, you cannot be the best. Once you are free, there is possible. Just I already put it. Some you have to make a mistake. Some you made a mistake. Definitely you learn from the mistakes also. Same thing I'm doing also. There are so many mistakes I'm very tough, but I have corrected myself. I learned from that, and same thing also during the whenever I'm discussing for the I personally tell him. Yes. For example, I'm telling you one example. I was working with one organization in this mills, cotton mills. I was working with the maintenance engineer. Just given me task. Just they wanted to change all my old machinery with the new machinery. That all foreign machines are there. One foreign engineer I was working with him. After the 3 months, I was asked me the questions. What do you learn? I explained that. Yes, I'm learning and so on. In that particular period is some mechanic comes asking whether one part of the particular machine was breakdown or broken out. The machine was close, breakdown. He asked the question that can you make this machine part? I was knowing that particular product, particular that particular product can be repaired, particularly in the workshop. Then I had it to workshop. After half an hour, I just come back and just that only that particular sliding P over there, both size P, they have to make particular size. I make it up. The doctor just observed that he find that it is not in the proper size. Ask him to fit it over there. I just trying to fit it. This is an oversize. Cannot fit. Machine cannot start. Again, he asked another mechanic from the workshop. Just you within a span of 15 minutes, they come and just fit it over work starts. What's it take? Okay, you are the engineer. You cannot solve my problem. It's your worker is much better than you. Correct. I learned from that. Yes, theory is not only solving. You have to work hard. You have to work by hand. Learn things. Then you will be successful. Same thing I did. Everything I did by hand. Amazing. That's why I proudly say that yes, I can do something which I.
So let's take a great lesson which I really feel proud to be listening right in front here. Doing things from the heart and then transforming and doing things from the hand. Look at it. Such a great exposure to the knowledge which we want to have from sir. Doing things from the heart means you put your soul into it. But secondly, you want to do it physical. You want to really move. You want to deploy and implement and realize your dreams. So it's not only following your heart, but follow your hands also. You have to work on something that you worship. You have to do the things which you think. You have to actually execute the things which you say. And that is what has created the differentiator inside. And if I want to tell you, the cycle and the chain of failing and then reaching to that particular point where you get the thing which you want. There is one more chapter in our logo, and I would like to explain it in front of you. I stands for inputs. That you would want the collection of all those resources which is required to solve the problem. Inputs are required. And what you focus on, you have to focus on output. That is the result which you are after. But inputs, you have it in your heart that you want an output. But without action, nothing will happen. So what sir said is following your hands is very much important. That comes in this, which is follow your actions, not your thoughts. And following your heart comes in there at inputs that you have everything in your mind, you have plans ready, everything is ready, but still it won't work. Because in order to transform these inputs to the output, you would do massive action. Isn't it so? You would need to act on the things and then only these inputs will get transformed into the outputs. But the catch over here is the differentiator which we understand, which sir has is, he always tries to correct himself. Now let us try to understand how that fits into the logo. Once you have an output, if you succeed, there is no doubt about it, you go and party. But the second thing is, if you fail in what you want to have, you have a failure. That means this output which you are getting can be acceptable or unacceptable. In the terms when this acceptable, everything is good, everything is happy. But when the times when it is failure, what you have to do is not stop, but to research. That is what I owe for you. Research is absolutely important. Once you fail in life, don't stuck up there. Always keep on researching why I failed. What made me fail? What are the things which I did incorrect which I failed? You have to ask, as sir said, ask quality questions. You have to question, and then every question will give you the insight of the reason why you have failed. And once you come to the real root reasons of why you failed, now it's time to create your inputs, but again, improved inputs, sir. Because again, if you give an input, again you will fail. So you have to give, as sir said, keep on correcting yourself. Make use of people and tools around and improve your inputs. Now these improved inputs will always be acted upon, and then you will get a different output. When you see people doing the same things again and again, they will always come up with the same thing. But they need to understand that doing research would help you to improvise your inputs, and then it will create the output which you expect. And the cycle of this change, I believe, keep on doing it and keep on improving, which is the central science. And once you place your heart and soul in this improvement cycle, a second will come when you will be getting the output which you require. Thank you so much for giving us the insight of the change, of the improvement. We really focus on your talent of improvement, your talent of focusing on change, your talent of accepting defeat, and still using your research in order to improve and then go ahead. In this society, we have seen a lot of people who then get into the state of depression and stress when they get unexpected outputs. They fail. And the problem in that psychology is that you have to understand everyone fails. At last, we are not God. But then we have to understand what is it, the real root reason which made us fail, and then you have to improvise, have the heart to accept your mistake, and then go ahead from there. Thank you so much. I feel discussing with you is a great privilege because we have learned a lot of quality attributes which are not only required to be a great PhD holder but also as a human being. I really feel greatly privileged to be in front of you, to host the session with you, and alongside, while talking to you, I feel blessed because very less people have the chance and opportunity to talk to great and prominent people. I feel that everyone who's watching you would take advantage of this particular session, the open talk which we have had, and everything as a doubt would be starting at a flash screen where we'll be displaying all the information which Sir's organization has and does. And then feel free to contact Sir for all your problems relating to the subject. Thank you so much.